Hello everybody and welcome to week 1 of the DBA. And this week I'm versing Levitee and the Atlanta Aerodactyls. My team builder will be in the comments if anyone wants to check that out and my reasoning on bringing the team that I did. And for more information on like my opponent's team and stuff like that. But yeah, my team that I'm taking this week is on the left here. If you want to check it out, I'll be there the whole game. So, um, yeah. And yeah, Levitee has brought the Karambi, the Registeel, the Porygon 2, the Nidoking, the Alamamola, and the Togekiss this week. So it looks like a fairly bulky team. Now, when I was looking at this, I thought Jirachi would be a good thing to start with, just like a new turn out on something or something like that. Or get a Trick Room up straight up or something like that. And that's pretty much what I did. I think that kind of is a mistake because I could have led with my Mega Diancie or my even Meloetta or something like that to get some big hits off, which could have been pretty nice. But yeah, I guess we just get into the game and we'll see how it goes. Levitee started off with the Registeel here, Air Balloon, just to make me think twice about getting any Earthquake moves off, like ground type moves. And yeah, I do get the Trick Room up as he goes Stealth Rocks. So yeah, as I was saying, like starting Diancie there could have been alright to block the Stealth Rocks, but then I'm sure Registeel would have gone for an Iron Head or something like that, which would have been pretty devastating to my Mega Diancie. But yeah, and then Alamamola comes in as I U-turn out, find out it's got a Rocky Helmet as I bring in my Alolan Executor. It protects on my Giga Drain, just I guess find out what I'm going to go for. And just go for a Giga Drain again, just in case I wanted to sit in and try and a Scold off or something like that. And then I bring in my Stack Attacker as he gets a Reflect up, which isn't good, and my Trick Room wears off. So the Stack Attacker being in right now is probably not the best, but that's alright. Brings in the Alamamola again as I get up another Trick Room. But Stack Attacker, especially with Reflect Up, isn't going to do anything to the Alamamola. So I bring my Dragon in, my Alolan Executor, Best Dragon, to take another, take a Scald there. Luckily didn't get burnt. Just go for the Giga Drain again on the Protect, trying to stall out my Trick Rooms turns. Just get a nice Flamethrower off on the Togekiss. Because it's what I had to hit the most things the best. And tries to stall out another turn, get Reflect. But I get my Mega Diancie up finally. And I get my own Stealth Rocks up, which is cool. Diamond Storm does a lot of damage and I get the +2 defense, which is lucky because if I hadn't got that defense up, I would have been taken out by the Iron Tail there, which is real lucky. Like really good prep there on Levitee's part. Was not expecting Iron Tail out of the Porygon at all. Did not even realize it got it, to be honest. And now Reflect is down. Jirachi comes in just to take the Iron Tail again. And I get a defense drop, which is neat. Then I get a Wish Off, and we find that the Porygon 2 has Shadow Ball as well, and I get the special defense drop. So there's no real way that I'm going to be able to keep Jirachi in here, unfortunately. So I just bring in my Meloetta to take the Shadow Ball, but he goes for Toxic. So I could have kept my Jirachi in there, but like I assume he figured that I'm not going to take my leave my Jirachi in, because the Shadow Ball would have taken it out at that point. So that's a really good play on his part, and it's really unfortunate that that Toxic lands on my Meloetta, because that's going to chip away at my Meloetta like real easily, unfortunately. And this is where I just go for a Focus Blast, I think, but I miss, which is unfortunate. I mean, that wouldn't have killed the Togekiss. I think my count was it would have done about 15% ish, 15 to 17, something like that. But it's just unfortunate that I got the miss there. I could have done a little bit of damage, and I bring my Mega Dance in there. Just like it's the only thing that really could have taken a hit from that, and I get my the Togekiss goes to the Defog Zone and gets rid of the Stealth Rocks. I should have just gone for the Stealth Rocks again, to be honest. But I go for Moonblast, Nidoking comes in, and I bring my Mismagius in on what I figured would be an Earth Power or something like that, but I still take the Sludge Wave pretty well. Can't take a Shadow Ball from this, and that takes the Psychic really well, so I got to switch out into my Meloetta here. Toxic is going to still be doing damage, unfortunately, but at the moment we know that this has Shadow Ball and Iron Tail, and it probably has Recover, and it's got the Toxic as well, so it can't really touch my Meloetta. And then Alomomola just comes in on that Psychic there and gets destroyed. I swap out my Meloetta there, figuring that the Alomomola will try to just like stall out some Toxic or something like that, or go for a Wish even. I mean, it probably would have been bad if it did go for a Wish, or at least a bit worse, but I mean, I figured it was like a 50-50 chance at protecting or wishing. So yeah, I just like I risked it, and luckily he went for the protect and not the wish. And that allowed me to get my Mismagius in here, and then he just sacks the Alomomola off, which is good for me, definitely, because that thing was bulky for sure. And then the Kyurem comes in, and I didn't really know what I wanted to switch in on anything, so I just go for my Z Memento there. Attack and special attacker down, and he goes for a sub, unfortunate for me. Here, probably another misplay, like getting the Meloetta back up to 100% is probably, like, it is good, definitely, but I think at this point getting up my Mega Diancie, which was only at 27%, would have been nicer. And with the Kyurem at like half attack, half special attack, I think I could have taken an Earth Power from it on my Diancie, maybe. I probably actually thought that Z Memento got rid of the Toxic as well, which is half of the reason I went into the Meloetta. But yeah, like I wasn't sure about that, and now I am. It doesn't get rid of the Toxic, so. But yeah, the Kyurem goes for the Ice Beam, does nothing. Psychic drops the sub for sure. And then, yeah, the Kyurem gets out, and I just go for the Psychic again. The balloons popped, but it doesn't really do a lot to the reg is still there, 19%. So that's a nice special wall there as well. And here, I was possibly expecting some stealth rocks, which I didn't really want up on my side again if I'm going to be switching around. But unfortunately for me, Levitee just does go for the earthquake there, which catches out and kills my Diancie, unfortunately. But I mean, it's not a huge deal. I can still possibly break some holes in his mons with what I have left. I hope. Just bring Jirachi in here, trying to get a wish or something off, I feel. But another trick room. I couldn't take another hit there with the earthquake, which would have allowed me to get a wish off, which would have been nice. But I can take the earthquake on my Alolan Executor here and just get a flamethrower off, do a ton of damage there. And he switches out as I Psyshock, yeah, okay. That because in case like the Nidoking came in for some reason, or the Kyurem came in like that, the Psyshock would have been doing more damage to both of them. So, and it still took out the Togekiss. So that's why I went for that. I went for a nice Giga Drain there. As he recovers, and my Trick Room runs out, unfortunately. Then once again, all the Porygon can do is Toxic, Shadow Ball, Iron Tail, and Recover, as we just saw. So, like, bringing Meloetta in against this is pretty much free. It can't really touch the Meloetta. And, like, with the Toxic, the only thing it can hit with that is the Alolan Executor at this point. So, I don't really want to get Toxic on that either. Yeah, so here I just go for another Focus Blast and miss, which is annoying for sure. That's 2 Focus Blasts that I've missed now, and none have hit just yet. And he recovers up to full health off that. I go for another Focus Blast. Oh wait, no, I switch out. Goes for another Recover, which will, I think, allow me to get up Trick Room again. In retrospect, I probably... Okay, I'll go for the Iron Head. I probably should have wished there or Trick Roomed, but I just, like, I wanted to get damage off on something at that point. Alolan Executor comes in, gets a nice Flamethrower off, and then Togekiss is down. And then, like, the Nidoking is low, the Kyurem is low enough that a Draco Meteor would have killed him. I did go for the Draco Meteor there, hoping that he would go for a move, expecting me to switch something else in. But unfortunately he didn't. Like, hoping that he would misplay there and go for something else against my Alolan Executor was probably the only hope I had of getting rid of this Kyurem. And this Kyurem is stopping my whole team from being able to do anything, really. I just go for the Focus Blast here because that hits everything. And as we see there, does a ton of damage. And then we miss another one, which is pretty crucial in this game, in my opinion. Like, that would have taken this Porygon out here, and I still would have had a few turns to live without Toxic taking us down. And that means it's going to take me, I think, another 2 Focus Blasts to actually take this Porygon out, when it should have been gone right there. Which means that I'm going to die on the next Toxic. Which is annoying because and I get on the crit on the one that doesn't matter as well. That is quite annoying because that's Focus Blast. Like, I probably could have taken out Kyurem. I'm not sure if I would have taken out Registeel. Probably would have taken 2, so I might not have been able to do that. And yeah, my stack attacker is going to go down to the Nidoking there without even doing anything. So the Focus Blast misses. Unfortunate, but I mean, that's what happens when you take that move in the first place. A bit annoying, but not much you can do. I don't really think it would have changed the game too much. Like, I think the Registeel would have won against my stack attacker probably in the end, even if I did manage to get rid of the Kyurem, the Nidoking, and the Porygon before my Meloetta went down to Toxic, which I'm not even sure if I would have been able to make it last that long in the first place. So, possible differential changes if I'd hit those Focus Blasts, but I'm not sure if it would have affected the outcome of the match overall. Either way, it was really well played and really well prepped by Levitee. Was not expecting the Iron Tail on the Porygon for sure. Yeah, so I don't know. Like, he brought the team that beat me. I still feel like I played pretty well, especially with like the weaknesses that my team has and like the predictability in the trick room and stuff like that. I feel like there's definitely things I could have done better. Getting a few more wishes with Jirachi off could have been useful for me. But, I mean, that's the point of trying new things in different leagues, right? To see how you can improve your game. So that's what I'm going to try and do. I'm going to try and bring it back next week. But yeah, I guess who I think I'm not sure exactly who I'm versing next week, but I will figure that out. And I mean, we'll know by the time that I upload the next video at least. So yeah, so thank you for watching. Yeah, well played to Levitee. It was a good game. I had fun. It was a long game, but definitely some back and forth there, and there was points where it could have gone either way. But yeah, enjoyable. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.